¡Acción! Corte.
2 for the price of 1. Just hit it again, just in case you couldn't hear that. The audio was off.
No sé inglés, pero creo que usted dice que le pegamos. Tiene puntería, tiene puntería. Love you guys.
Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical, and I'm actually going to take you right now on a little behind the scenes footage thing that we're doing here with my photography crew. We're actually making a YouTube video and just took this 80-yard shot with a bow, this particular bow right here. This bow's actually been in quite a few of my YouTube videos now. It's an old bow I got at a yard sale and just kind of modified it. Probably 15 years ago now. The bow's from the early 90s, I think. I think it's a 93 bow. But it's a pretty good compound bow. I like it. I've done a lot of hunting with it. And really, we are filming a little intro here and in discussing in our team and within the group of guys that are both, you know, here working right now, and then also our marketing crew. We were like, hey, you know, is an 80-yard shot really a feasible item? And I said, well, I really want to start this video with a long bow shot because a lot of people on YouTube are going to say, you know, hey, this isn't possible, but let's go one step further and make sure we film it to where you can tell, you know, everything real time, you know, arrow in flight, everything. And then we're taking it one step further to do a little behind the scenes video. And I'll even tell you guys, when the video posts, go over and check out the video. It'll be basic handgun training or basic pistol training, and just starting off with like a cool video like assaulting this compound. It might be under another name, but I'll link the video in the description below or tag it in this video. Either way, this part of the making of this particular video, one of the reasons I'm doing this is because when you go over to that other video where you see, there's going to be a lot of people commenting and saying, you know, that's not a possible bow shot, this, that, and the other. That's not tactical. And we like to think outside the box here at Bone Tactical. You can see here from this particular angle, not only did the arrow go through the shirt here, but it even hit the wall on the back here and caused damage even to the wall itself. It was a heart shot. Direct heart shot would have punctured the heart and the lungs and would have been, you know, a heart shot. A lot of people don't realize, you know, you're apart from having a punctured lung is pretty terrible, but actually hitting your heart, you're probably not going to be capable of doing anything at all. The heart is what supplies blood to your body, and blood circulation is what's life-giving as far as that goes. So whether hunting of men or hunting animals, a heart shot's really kind of an end game scenario. We filmed 3 different cameras. We had a GoPro, iPhone, and a Sony Alpha series camera, filming the actual slow motion impact. And way down there, you can see, is where I was standing. So good 80 yards was my judgment on how far it was. And we will probably do a little quick speed ramp here to where I'm over there talking. So a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are only going to see this video as an intro, and I really enjoy doing these tactical intros. But when I do get people asking and commenting and wanting to know, you know, is that really tactical, or is that really possible, or is that even, you know, feasible? Where are we at with this? So the reason I'm sharing this video is I will talk about the tactics behind this shot here. And it's really not an impossible shot. It's a very difficult shot. But for anybody with any kind of extensive weapons experience, let's say, it's not a difficult shot. It's a shot that needs to be calculated. The wind definitely needs to be calculated, the rise. And but the composition and the components and shooting really are all the same across the board. Breath control, you know, windage and elevation, all that stuff is the same across the board for any projectile, whether it's a firearm or a bow. The difference, the 2 hardest things for me in this case were that I've got 3 pins, a 3-pin sight I've got on this bow, and I've got them set to 15, 30, and 50 yards. So taking an 80-yard shot with a 50-yard pin, I had to do a lot of guesswork in there. And it wasn't really extremely complicated. It's just a calculation that kind of comes with practice. And then the windage, the hardest part of the windage, definitely had to calculate for windage. But the hardest part of the windage was really judging the movement of the wind. You can probably see here the brush behind me. The wind here is coming in spurts of, from anywhere from 3 to 15 miles an hour right now. And you can tell the wind speed judging by the movement of the different sizes of plants, and as well as a lot of people, once you're accustomed to being able to judging wind, especially for, long distance precision rifle stuff or long distance archery stuff. This is an 80-yard trot with a bow is considered long distance archery. I would consider anywhere from 1 to 3 miles long distance for, shooting a long rifle, right? You're talking, 308 at 7.62 by 51, at anywhere out to a mile. And then, you need to get into larger magnum calibers when you're trying to push out past a mile. So then with a bow, you're looking at, as you can see, the wind just quit right now, and it's going to pick back up again. So what I wanted to do is I didn't want to shoot on really one of the lulls necessarily if I didn't think the lull was going to be long enough, or a peak if I thought it was going to peak and then drop. I wanted to shoot when I could do it come like a predictable rise in wind. I knew, okay, right now I can feel the winds going 3, 5, 7, and then I know it's going to hit 15, maybe 10, drop again. So when I start feeling that gust coming at 3, I'm going to calculate for 5, let it fly. I've got a couple seconds of, maybe a second of fly time, right? Where that arrow's in the air and going to be actually affected by the wind, and then hitting the target. Happened to make a perfect heart shot, was pretty great, awesome for the YouTube video. But I think really that's the hardest things. Like, I'm always talking gear and stuff. You don't have to have the most expensive bow in the world. It's not so important. And then it really does. If this was if we were, this building behind me happened to be inhabited. This is our training facility down in Central America. Happened to be inhabited by a gang known as MS-13 down here. And you can see the room clearing drills we've done there, where they have their graffiti all over the walls. It's what they call a house of the dead, and where they do a lot of their basically torture, trying to either torturing foreign gang members that they've captured and extracting information, stuff like that. So there's actual all kinds of slogans and stuff written in blood on the walls, and we kind of just left that stuff there after we cleared out the gang members. But really, it's become our training facility recently, and we're out here doing some training. And while we're doing this training, we are taking some time to make YouTube videos as well and share this kind of stuff. I got my camera guy, Willie D. Boys. Make sure you check out his channel on YouTube as well. He is a gentleman from Honduras that's does some was previously famous for doing some reggaeton. I have been lucky enough to have him on staff full time recently, and we get to do a lot of cool stuff. And then otherwise, a lot of my guys, while we're out here doing arms training and survival training, survival, escape, and evasion in the mountains. There's about 1,500 acres here of training area, and about 1,000 acres of it is virgin land that it takes hours and a machete just to go a couple hundred yards. So heavy dense forests, lots of dangers, lots of wildlife, poisonous snakes, things like that. Really great area to train, and really we enjoy ourselves out here and have a good time, as well as get this ability to keep these videos coming for you guys. If you guys like these videos, if you want to see them coming, if you want to see the behind the scenes stuff like this, talking through the scenes and what we're doing and why we're doing it, then definitely comment below and let me know what you think. If you think that, also let me know what you think that the maximum yardage is for a kind of a standard. This is literally a flea market or a yard sale bow. Okay, so it's bottom of the line compound bow, but I can shoot very accurately out to possibly 100 yards with it. 50 yards I can stack arrows, and I'm not any kind of a bow expert, just with pretty general weapons experience over a broad spectrum. So comment below if you think that's awesome, or if you think that you can do an 80-yard shot all day long. Let me know what you think, and then you know, get involved with the channel. If you don't like these videos, if you only want to see the action scenes, you only want to see me doing the room clearing and all that kind of stuff, let me know as well, and I'll make the videos that you guys want to see. Thanks for watching. Bone out.